Okay, welcome back. We're in the middle of doing a tour of the Canvas stuff. So here are the discussion forums. So there's two forums that you can use. One of them is called Introductions, where if you just want to introduce yourself to the rest of the class, that'd be great. Course Feedback is one of those ones where you can say, well, I don't think that's fair, blah, blah, blah. You know, you can complain and bitch and moan about what's going on. Grading Notes is kind of a closed forum. This is the one that after you turn in a quiz or assignment, that I'll go in there and say, okay, here's how the class did. And typically it works like this, the average course, the average score was an 85 and there were, 4 A's and 6 B's and that kind of stuff. And then here are some things that I found while grading. It looks like some of you are having trouble with this concept, so we'll talk about that again. And So useful information for context. Okay, cool. Let's just go down the list. So grades, I can't actually show you grades here because, quite frankly, I'm in the teacher view, so I don't get to see what you see. The people tab, that's kind of silly. It just basically shows the people in the class. Okay. Syllabus. So the syllabus basically contains the honest-to-God real course syllabus, and then basically a summary of absolutely everything that's due. Okay. Modules. Now this is where things really are. This is the guts of the course is in modules. Okay, so I have a handful of pages talking about, welcome to the course, and here's the blah, 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 blah. And then I have some sections on supplemental material, things that you're going to need to download to be able to do well in the course. And here's where the video lectures are, okay? And then here's where my lecture notes are. And I mentioned that when I released Chapter 2's video on Monday, then I released Chapter 1's lecture notes on that same Monday. They're a week out, okay? Which means you cannot have my notes while you're watching the notes. You get them the week afterwards, okay? Cool. Now, let me just go through some of this stuff. This is pretty straightforward. We've kind of sort of seen this as, welcome to the course. And this was an online course, and a little bit about the navigation and things to do first. Yeah. So obtain a copy of the required textbook. That would be really, really, really handy. Read the course syllabus. Go through the introductory slides. Quite frankly, we just went through the introductory slides, so maybe that's not necessary. Introduce yourself in the discussion, and then install Microsoft Office. You're going to need Microsoft Word. And that's about it. So yeah, you need to do all this stuff beforehand. So this is the course information, a little bit about me, about the book, a copy of the course syllabus, which is just in fact, there's probably no real need to go through the syllabus, just because it contains just the same material that we just talked about. All the stuff that was in the PowerPoint presentation is all just in here. It's just the same stuff. But hey, what the heck? Good stuff. Okay. The slide presentation, which we just went through, and then course objectives, which quite frankly aren't that interesting. Okay, here's the class schedule one more time. This one is the official one that I'll keep up to date. For example, if we somehow slip or change or something, changes will happen here. So one more time, it's a weekly cadence. Things get released on Monday and things that are due on Friday. So all the due dates are Fridays, as you can tell. And so typically it's going to be either an assignment or a quiz every single week, plus a journal, okay? So every single week an assignment or a quiz. Cool? All right. And then here's some things, if you're kind of new to Canvas, here's some little videos on how you can come up with, how to do a quiz or how to do an assignment, that kind of stuff. All righty. So one more time, here's how it would work. Every week, actually probably more than once a week, but every week you're going to log into Canvas. You're going to go down here to where it says weekly task and video lectures, and then you're going to do whatever the heck it says to do. Now, let me just click on this one. So here's an example. It says, read Chapter 1 of the textbook, watch the Week 1 install and Chapter 1 videos, take the syllabus quiz, and then after the videos, answer the questions in your journal. So that's how it's going to be. Every single week, you're going to go here, you're going to watch the videos, do whatever the heck it says to do in that section, which is typically, it's always going to be the stuff that's in the you know, in the schedule. I'm not going to spring new things on you here. Cool? Kind of makes sense? All right, so that's a whirlwind tour of how this thing works. I hope you guys are going to do well, and I'll see you guys again in the first real video lecture.